G'day guys, welcome back again to take 2 of my purple and pink flip cup pours. Now I have made my mix thicker and it's pretty thick, so I don't know what's going to happen. 70% glue, 20% water and 10% pouring medium. So let's see how that goes. So in the cups I've got 2 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. The pouring medium felt really thick, so I thought there's no way I can do 1 to 1. I'll try 2 to 1, so we'll see what happens. That's it there. Makes quite a big mound. The mound goes on top of itself, makes a little castle. So we'll try that. I'm hoping it's a little bit thicker than the last one, but because I've gone 2 to 1 instead of 1 to 1, maybe I haven't changed it at all. I don't know. It just felt really quite thick. So treadmill silicone, we'll pop that in the same, and I'm only going to do 2 drops in each colour except the black. Whoops, 3 went in there. Wasn't even squeezing it. 1, 2, 1, 2. And 1, 2. All right. I'm going to give it a good mix because I want those couple of drops to actually go through all the paint. I don't want it to sit there and have 2 big blobs in the middle of the paint. I want it to be evenly dispersed into the paint so that I get lots of little cells coming up, and then I can go and stretch those cells into big cells. Okay. Let's start layering. And last time I had 3 layers of each, so I should have the same. Doesn't really feel a lot different actually. Anyway, let's see how it goes. I'm going to try and flip my cups over a bit better this time and not have that messy bit at the bottom. Excuse me. Used up all my pink in the last pour. Had to go and make up some more. It's just 50-50 magenta and white. Gives you a gorgeous bright pink colour. So I'm going to do a few pours today. I'm going to spend most of the day in my studio and do a few pours. So that I've got something for you to look at while I'm away. Might come back and everyone's forgotten about me after 2 weeks. Can't have that. I'll upload a few videos, and thank you for the lovely person who said you can schedule them to start on YouTube. I didn't know that, so thank you for that little hint. I will have to plug my phone into my desktop, download the videos onto the desktop, and then upload them to YouTube from there and schedule them, because I don't have the scheduling option on my phone. Making these layers a little bit thicker actually, so maybe I'll just have 2. That's must be because the paint's a bit thicker. Let's put a little bit of black on the corners. Yeah, it is quite thick. I can feel it. But then it's got a lot of glue in it, hasn't it? 70% glue. So whether or not this will work, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I should just stick to my pouring medium that has taken me almost 2 years to develop. Practicing all kinds of different things. My 3, 2, 1 quarter, I should just stick with that, shouldn't I? I know it works. I started this glue and water one for those people that are overseas and can't get Floetrol. I thought, let's try and see if that'll work for you guys. So it does work, for sure it does work. So give it a go if you can't get Floetrol. Look at my hand. Give it a wipe. Okay. Finish off the pink. bit left. I'll keep it. Probably got just a bit over 500 grams actually, because with my last pour I did 50 grams pouring medium and 50 grams of paint, which gave me 100, and I had 5 colours, so it was 500. In this one I thought I'm going to do 80-40, so 80 grams of pouring medium to 40 grams of paint, which is 120, which is going to be more paint, isn't it? So we'll leave a little bit behind. But if it is thicker, it's going to need more for coverage. Cups are so pretty. Look like Neapolitan ice cream. Alrighty-o, colours. Oh, if I can open my container, that's that one I made, I told you about. 50% magenta, 50% white. Gives you a beautiful pink. And I've just got it in an old container. And purple, plain purple. And we have black and white, you don't need to see those. And then my turquoise, pale turquoise, which is called Peacock. You can't buy that one anymore, so I mix up turquoise, white, and a touch of cobalt blue, just a touch. And that seems to give me a lovely shade of a pale aqua. All right, now let's see if I can tip these out without making too much of a muddy bit at the bottom. How am I going to do this? I don't want it going over there. How's that? A bit slower maybe, hey? I think that worked better. I'll just keep what's in there. So just basically flipping it over slowly and not dragging my cup back. Just let the paint flow out. Take it away. Oh, that one's got a little bit of a mess down there, but it's certainly not as bad as the previous one. I've got cells popping up. Didn't think I would. I thought this mix was going to be a lot thicker, but maybe it's because I only went 2 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. Maybe I need to do one with this same pouring medium, but 1 to 1. Right, let's pop some bubbles. I don't want to go over it too much because there's a heap of cells there already. Because I've only just made this paint, so it's a bit airy, a bit bubbly. So let's not do too much torching, hey? That's what I said in the previous video, if you saw it, that I wasn't very happy with it because I had way too many cells. I said I'm going to cut down on the silicone, which I did. I put 2 drops in each colour. And I was going to cut down on the torching, so let's do that as well. So I've got these patches of cells that are coming up. I do need something else just in there, so I'll torch just in there with my little guy here, so I can control where the heat's going with that one. How's that? Just once over and let it just wait a minute and see what happens. See, these are all growing. I don't really like how they're touching each other though. I prefer them to be separate, like these. That didn't do very much in there. Let's try again. Okay, that's enough. So I'll just give that a minute. I've got some coming up here, little ones. Oh, those ones. Those are pink rings around turquoise, it looks like. Turquoise mixed with black. It's still quite runny. See how it's spreading on its own? It's running off the side. I thought it was going to be thicker than that. It felt really thick when I was stirring it up, and I thought, oh, I can't even do 1-to-1 ratio. It's way too thick. So that's why I did the 2 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint, but I think I could have actually gone 1-to-1. I'll do that next time because it is really quite thin still. Okay, so I've only got this one little kind of messy bit there that Well, it's not too bad. It's certainly not as bad as the other one. So let's get that bit off first. And I'll continue to do my zigzag because it helps stretch the cells in all directions, not just down, because you don't want your cells to just be stretched down and elongated. You want them to be round. Let's grab a stick. Still moving really well, isn't it? So quite thin, thinner than I thought it was going to be. I'll leave that. Come back, paint. Always put my finger in it trying to lift it up. There we go. Got a big turquoise stripe through the middle. I had that on the last one too, where the two cups met. I had a big turquoise stripe. How bizarre. Alright, move that. Which way will I go next? I think I'll go here because this is the biggest area that needs to be covered. See how these cells are stretching and getting muddy? It's too thin still. Should have gone to the 1-to-1, but it just looked way, way too thick. And I thought, no, I can't do it, but I should have. I'll do another one, do 1-to-1 with this same 70% glue. Line. Weird. I don't really like this at all. It's stretching too much. Still have to get over here. I think I preferred the other one actually. My cells are just stretching too much in this one. Anyway, let's get to the corner. Finish it. Might as well finish it. Come back. Yeah, don't like that at all. I think that one is going to go. I'll scrap it. But before I do, I'll do a little what do you call it when you squish them together? Let me get a piece of card here. That's just my card that I use, so let's just pop that on top because I'm going to scrap this one anyway. Pop it there, push down, make sure it's all covered. A dip, that's what it's called, a dip. Now I like to lift up one edge and let the paint drag. Although I'm not lifting up the top one, I'm lifting both. The paint is so thick. There we go. Look at that. Now I've got two matching ones. Pretty, hey? Oh. Let's put them this way. I can't see that one very well. It's a good way, I think, of saving a painting that you maybe don't like. Cover that up and put it down. Move that over. Is that in frame? Let me have a look. Let me jump up and have a look, see if it's in frame. Almost. Not too bad. Alright, now let's just torch a little bit. We're getting some cells popping up, but I'll just give it a bit of a torch. So if you're not happy with one of your pours and you think, oh, it's wrecked, I'm going to scrape it, try a dip. A little bit of heat there just to pop any bubbles that we may have. Don't really need any more cells. Got plenty coming up, but it's quite pretty, isn't it? Go on the side there. Alright, that'll do. Some pretty aqua ones coming through. Look at those ones. This one's got more cells than that one. Maybe I'll go over this one a bit more with the torch. Was this the top one? I think, yeah, this was the top one. Oops, too many now. All those little ones have come up. But anyway, you know, play around with it, work out what you want to do with it. They're a nice little set, something a little bit different, aren't they? Not exactly what I was expecting to do today, but it's still pretty nonetheless. And I do that quite often actually when I really hate a paw and I don't want to scrape it. I'll just do a dip. Let's take you in for a bit of a close-up. So I don't know if I want to do another one in the glue, 1-to-1. I'll just go back to my original pouring medium that I know and love and I know works for me. But there you go, matching dips. Voila. Oh, hope you enjoyed that video and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.